field, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action. Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyler Gordon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Pickett on 4th down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montravius Adams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
At the 19-yard line.
On play action, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Steps away. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett sets up play action. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
In motion right goes Johnson. Now they'll fake the jet sweep, but now here's Pickett off play action. T.J. Edwards
coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
The man in motion left here, Johnson.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Olszewski now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Gunnar Olszewski.
And he is finally stopped. Boy, he almost made it, but not quite. Down around the 5-yard line. What a return.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught on the right flat. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Pickett.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Flush to his right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal.
Out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenny Pickett
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Play action. It's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montravius Adams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, son.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Pickett back to throw.
Rolling to his left. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
T.J. Edwards picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6 coming up. 2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A handoff for Herbert.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down, because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
This is 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him,
All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
Pickett lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calls to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On the move to his left. He gets it complete to Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the
touchdown! Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.